My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine, 30 plus years of clinical experience at high level in medicine. Today, Dr. B wants to talk to you about how you can detect very early as you get older if you are developing venous insufficiency, lower extremity venous insufficiency, also called leg venous insufficiency. 30% of the world population, I'm talking about adults here, adults. 30% of the adult population in the world suffers from chronic venous insufficiency, CVI, CVI, chronic venous insufficiency. As we get older, the veins of our legs become older, the same way our eyes get older, our heart gets older, blah, 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 right? So the veins of your leg have more trouble draining all the blood and all the fluid back to your heart, right? And therefore you start to develop puffy ankles, edema, pitting edema, right? Swollen ankles. But initially, as we get older, that change is very subtle. Very subtle. Means you are starting to develop venous insufficiency, right? But you haven't noticed it yet. But that's the time when it is really the best time to prevent worsening, right? So remember, venous insufficiency appears as we get older. As we get older, the veins of our legs have trouble doing their job of bringing back all the blood and fluid back to our heart. Therefore, our legs become puffy, our ankles become puffy, our feet become puffy. And of course, everybody's different. Like every time in medicine, everybody's different. It can happen at the age of 40, 35, 40, 55, 60, 65. But as we get older, the proportion of adults suffering from venous insufficiency increases. But again, everybody's different. What you have to do if you suspect that you are developing venous insufficiency, because when you come back from work, your legs seem a little bit tired. You can see the marks that your socks leave on your legs and on your ankles, right? You can feel that you have some tingling, a little bit of heavy legs, right? And you notice that, it looks like my legs are more puffy than the morning when I got up, right? But you're not sure about that, right? What you need to do is to get a tape measure, you see, cheap, 50 cents, 60 cents, right? You see? Don't use the side that has inches. Use the side that has centimeters, right? Because centimeters use smaller graduations, right? And what you have to do in the morning, you have that on your bedside, right? With a pen and paper. Before you get up, you measure both ankles just above your foot. Don't go too high on your leg, right? Just at the level of your narrowest part of your ankle. You measure in centimeter, you go all around your ankle like that, like that, you go all around your ankle, right? Imagine my hand is my ankle, right? You go all around it and you measure the circumference of your ankle, right? You measure the circumference, you write it on a paper and you leave it at your bedside. When you come back from work, Before you go to bed and you lay down, before you do that, you remeasure in centimeters, right? In centimeters, again, use centimeters. Don't use the side that has inches. In centimeters, you measure at the same location and both legs. Remember, sometimes one leg, the veins are healthy, the other leg is bad, has venous insufficiency. The veins are getting old. Sometimes it's both legs. Who knows? Everybody's different, and that can happen at different ages. So sometimes the person has one leg that has venous insufficiency, and after 5 years, the other leg starts also to have venous insufficiency. And then you compare the number that you got in the morning to the number that you had in the afternoon. If you have more, pay attention to this centimeter here. You see this? This is a centimeter. If you have more than a centimeter of difference, it means that you definitely are starting to accumulate fluid in your legs. Remember, 1 centimeter. If it's below that difference between the morning number and the evening number, you're okay. If it's more than 1 centimeter, then it means that you are starting to develop fluid. Now pay attention here. Accumulation of fluid in your legs, it's not always a sign of venous insufficiency. It might be that you're starting to have a problem with your kidneys, or you're starting to have a problem with your heart and many other issues, right? So it is very, very important, if you have more than 1 centimeter's difference in one leg, that you go see your doctor, so that your doctor can perform quick tests, right? To check, to make sure that at least you don't have any kidney disease or you don't have any heart disease that will make you starting to accumulate fluid in your legs, right? If everything's okay, then you know that you are at the early stages of chronic venous insufficiency, CVI, that you are among the 30% of the adult population in the world that have venous insufficiency. We get old. Only God never gets old. And that's the good time for you to start prevention. And prevention in order to avoid worsening of your situation is to order online compression stockings. I don't know why they say compression stocks. These are not compression stocks. They are stockings. You see, they are pretty big. They go from your ankle to your groin, high up in your groin to your ankle. They come in different sizes, colors, blah, 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 and they compress your leg. I've been doing this for 5 years at least. When I started to discover that my legs, the veins of my legs are becoming old and they compress nicely my legs, I wear them constantly every day. The only time I remove them is at night when I go to bed. Whether I'm at work, running, biking, hiking, they are really, really good to maintain your legs nice and healthy, to prevent worsening of the venous insufficiency, to prevent the appearance of varicose veins. You know, those dilated veins? My veins are beautiful. I have absolutely no varicose veins, no nasty puffy legs, no veins, nada, right? And when I come back at night, my ankle has the same diameter as when I woke up in the morning. Means the prevention is effective, right? Especially at work, I'm always sitting behind the computer, scanning the patients, talking to the patients, blah, blah, right? I'm not laying down like in the evening, right? And of course, when you go to the gym, running, backing, this is fantastic, fantastic. Make sure you buy these. I bought a ton of them and I alternate every day. I wear a nice clean one. I throw the other one to be washed and everything. and they come with different compression amount. Make sure you start at around 20 millimeters mercury. Do not buy the one that is too light in compression, then it's ineffective. The one that is 10 millimeters mercury of compression pressure, no good. It has to be nice and tight, but not too tight, because then it becomes uncomfortable to wear. Then you're not going to feel comfortable, you're going to give up. So make sure you buy one around 15 to 20, right? 15 millimeters mercury or 20. Start at 20, then if it's too tight, go down to 15. So don't buy 10 of these initially, right? Just buy one, and they come in different sizes. Me, because I'm tall, 6 feet, I buy the extra large one, right? But don't buy too tight, they have charts, right? And you can buy them for cheap everywhere in any website. You order them, Amazon, Walmart, doesn't matter, who gives a cut. So just start at 20 millimeters mercury, just buy one. Make sure the size is good, that it goes from your ankle to your groin, and make sure that the level of compression is good, that you feel comfortable, that it's not too light, because then it's useless, and not too tight, because the whole day it will be uncomfortable. Mine are 20 millimeters mercury. They are absolutely what I need. They keep my legs nice and tight. I have beautiful legs. I exercise every day, healthy diet, blah, 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 right? I do my cardio, my weightlifting. My legs are beautiful, skin, muscle, and bone, right? I can run faster than a jaguar. I have not even one tiny little varicose dilated vein, right? It is doable. You can do it, but make sure you start with this. Make sure you start with this. And if you are okay, then you're okay, then keep going. Then in 2 years, again, if you start having heavy legs, you think your legs are puffy, you can see the marks of your socks on your ankles, then you have a problem. But do not forget that accumulation of fluid, swollen legs, can be a sign of heart disease, kidney disease, and other things. So make sure you consult with your doctor, and don't consult with the stupid AI doctor. AI doctor doesn't know any katso. AI doctor is dumber than any computer. AI doctor doesn't have the experience, doesn't have the clinical skills. AI doctor sees every patient the same way. Every patient is different. Only a doctor, a real medical doctor with knowledge, experience, clinical skill, can see you different than the other person, can apply medicine custom made, tailored to your problem, and not put every human in the same basket like the stupid AI doctor does. I love you guys. I love you. Seriously, I'm going to post a video about this stupid AI doctor, because my family members, people, the patients ask me about how come the AI doctor, when I ask the AI, what should I do if I have, for instance, puffy legs? Well, for God's sake, ask a doctor. Why do you go ask a stupid computer? Ask Dr. B. Dr. B knows everything, and Dr. B is always here to answer your questions. Regardless of your political orientation, your race, your color of your skin, your gender, ethnicity, religion, I don't give a cat's whether you're a male or female, anything in between, a Jew, an atheist, a Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist, I don't give a cat's. I love you. I love medicine. That's why I went to medical school, and I love you. Put any question you have down there. I promise I will get back to you as soon as I have the time in my beautiful life, but I will get back to you, I promise. Kopkunna krab, sawadee krab, like they say in Thai. I love you guys. I hope to talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.